everyone, it's Jennifer with DP Addiction Adventures, and I just wanted to jump on tonight and I'm hoping it's a mini drill. I don't really have a tag or any stories to tell, but I just missed my community after being away for a while, and going into this next week, it's gonna probably be hit or miss if I can get any videos up and going. So I just thought I would jump on and do a drill with me, and this is my whimsical cartoon owl that I've been working on for my decal, my diamond paint along, and I'm working on this space right here. But my camera's angled because I wanted to show you something first. So I wanted to thank Brandee with Abstract Crafter for talking about her crafting and her craft haul. One thing I love about watching craft hauls is it helps me know, as long as you're staying up on YouTube, which is hard for me, but I was because we were traveling and I couldn't really diamond paint. So I've been watching the YouTube video so I can stay connected. But for instance, Allison Rosen and Abstract Crafter Brandee showed the envelope maker, which my daughter and I have been working with. And we've already made, I won't show you the front because they've got names and addresses, but she and I have been making cards and our own envelopes, and we're absolutely in love with it because I have I probably have 3,000 to 4,000 sheets of scrapbook paper as a scrapbooker, and I'm really excited to be able to use it for envelopes in a super easy way. And I have this scrapbook gun that I use. Here, let me, forgive my space. Look, I am living in chaos. This is my desk. Please do not give me yeah, see, there's diamond paintings that are under my couch that I have to frame and hide still. Please do not turn me into the diamond painting. Those are the ones that are framed over there. See my daughter's mess. That blue thing by the trash can is the dog's toys. Here's my envelope maker, my stack, my cup, my drills, my Clorox wipes. And you've got my computer over here. Look at this mess. I mean, seriously, I've cleaned this desk off 4 times in the last 3 days, and it still ends up this way. So my daughter and I were making crafts tonight, but, and I'm a neat-aholic, so this is driving me crazy. But this gun is super cool. It's, you know, you click it, and it's got double-sided tape in it, and you just and it helps seal the envelopes, everything. Fantastic. Brandee, if you're going to start making envelopes, this might be an investment. I got it at Michael's. I got it like 2 years ago. I want to say it's like $12 to $15, something like that. I could be totally wrong, so don't kill me. Notice how I like to say don't kill me a lot. I'm really scared of you guys. I don't know why. But I used a 50% off coupon, and then you can buy the refills. There's 2 of them in here, and it lasts forever because it's 36 yards. So that's a total of, I'm sorry, it's 216 feet because it's 36 yards each, and then that's times 2, right? So it says on here, down at the bottom, that's why my lighting's so bad. One of my bulbs burnt out. Just noticed that. So it says 216 feet. So I think I've used in 2 years scrapbooking 2 of them. Okay. So, and then every time I go to Michael's, if I have a 50% off coupon, I will usually buy either one of these or one of the aqua glues. I kind of have one standard thing. Sorry if you're just now watching. This is the Seal It that I use on my diamond paintings, thanks to Doni. Thank you so much. With painting by Doni. So anyway, I'm all over the place tonight, but I just needed to talk to you guys. So if you don't like this video and you want to give it a thumbs down, fine, but let me know so I can improve. It's really hard seeing a thumbs down and not knowing why, because that means I can't help where you didn't like. So anyway, I digress and I'm all over the place. So where I was going is I wanted to thank anyone who does crafting hauls, because it points me to, sorry, I had a rogue drill there, fun things. And Brandee with Abstract Crafter just did a craft haul on these little books that are 6x6, and it's 24 sheets, so it's 2 pages of each. They're normally $5.99, but this was on an end cap in Michael's, and it was $1.80. Now when I saw this, I didn't have a 20% off a total purchase, so it was truly the $1.80, but I ended up getting a lot of them. And the reason I did is because these 6x6s are perfect for my daughter and I to make cards with. Because what we can do is on the front, we can decorate the front and make it the front of the card. And we can take some of the, look at that, diamonds! Isn't that awesome? I might have to go back and get more. But we can take some of these cutouts and transition them and tape them down onto maybe something like this, or we can use stickers, or we can write across it, you know, with love. And then the back is white, because it's cardstock like material. And then we can write a little note, like I cut it, so this little circle's gone. We can write a little note, and then this fits perfectly inside here. Okay, so now what I didn't realize till we were done is the 6x6 size for the post office is going to take 2 stamps, because I think it's like an extra 20 cents off of the normal stamp. So if you want to save on that, you may want to cut it down a little bit more and maybe do a 4x6 type envelope instead of a 6x6. But this new envelope maker, which you can look at my video a couple before this, and I'll link it here as well, just really opened my world. So I got kind of a mermaid beachy one. There's a kids one. My daughter's already used this one to send to a friend. That's the one that's in here, because she thought the green went really cool with the watermelons. She loved the bananas. This is kind of more adult-like theme with butterflies. Gwenny, I thought of you with this. This has mermaids, and it's magic hour, so unicorns and mermaids. And then here's Butterfly Bloom. And these are just so cute. And now that I know these exist and eventually go on clearance, I saw a whole bunch of them that were Christmas-like as well. So I'm wondering if those are going to go on clearance after Christmas. This one was really pretty. This is more my style. Although I like jewel tones, for some reason lately I've been into this kind of peachy color, like that. And then this blue blooms. So this has some pretty cool things. And I know Brandee was saying, you know, to frame it, but I thought it was cool to take some of them and you can make these cutouts and tape them onto something like this and make your own little card. So yeah, I got 2, 4, 6, 7 of them, and they were $1.80 each. And I might go back, knock on wood. Don't tell my husband. No, I'm kidding. I tell him everything. I don't hide stuff. So that was my side note on my little mini haul that I wanted to introduce you to. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. So today is October 23rd, and my daughter is turning 11 today. I don't know, I'm having a hard one with this, ladies and gents who are watching. She's getting to be a young lady. She loves to just have, I'm going to dive in here. Let me see if the light pad might help a little bit. I haven't been using the light pad lately. I'm not sure why. I think I just went back to my old roots. But yeah, she's turning 11 today, and we went to, excuse my reach, if you've watched my earlier videos, we just got back from Ohio, where she got to celebrate with my side of the family. We went and saw Clue at a dinner theater in Ohio. It's kind of a tradition. Normally we go in the summers. I think we've seen Peter Pan, Mary Poppins, Little Mermaid. What other one was there? There was one more we've seen, and then Clue was this year, and let's see, Mary Poppins. Oh, I can't remember. It'll come to me eventually. So this was year 5 of our tradition. Normally we go in the summer. She did go with them this summer when she was at Camp Grandma and Grandpa and saw Annie. That's usually in the summers when they do the more kid-like program, but she's really into mysteries and history. And so we went and saw Clue as a family, as a birthday gift for her. It's kind of a whirlwind. We drove down Thursday night. It's about a 5.5 hour drive. We were there Friday, was the dinner theater. Then we were there Saturday. Saturday we drove about a half an hour to my grandmother, her great-grandmother, and my uncle's home and celebrated with cake and ice cream. And then we drove back on Sunday. And so that was our weekend. And then yesterday I had the day off. I try to recoup from being out of the house, so I drove her to school and then came back home and took a nap and did some diamond painting, and my husband worked from home. We had lunch together. I took another nap. Just had a day for me. I think I've been fighting off a cold, and I think I just needed that extra sleep. So that felt so good, just to not be pressured, not have to do anything, no expectations. Yeah. And then today was my first day back at work since Thursday. I had a couple clients no-show, which I'm fine with. I don't take offense to. What's really hard is I work with refugees. I actually work with a very small population of tortured refugees, and so it takes a lot for them to come see me, and 90% of what I do is through interpretation. So we have our own interpretation program at the company I work for, our organization. And so I have to pay the interpreters. So I schedule myself, I schedule the interpreter, and then I schedule the therapy appointment. And so that's 3 of us having to be on the same schedule. And if they're on Medicaid, they qualify for medical taxis because I'm technically a medical provider. And so then I have to organize the medical taxi. So that's 4 schedules trying to come together. You're dealing with cultures that don't really partake in time frames. Or I should say they partake in time frames, but not logistical times. You know, like afternoon, not 1 p.m. And so usually when I get a new client, I'll go through a couple no-shows until I do some psychoeducation on how to leave a message, not to worry about not knowing how to speak English, that the machine is only saying that I'm not at my desk. So don't just hang up out of fear. Leave a message in your language because we have interpreters. And just different things like that. And it's really helped the no-show after we have a meeting. But beforehand, it just takes a while. But that means that the organization is paying for my time as well as the time of the interpreter, but yet no therapy is being done. It's also very hard because I don't find out they're a no-show till 15 minutes into the actual appointment. Because I give them a 5-minute leniency because they usually are riding the bus or a medical taxi or something like that. And at the 5-minute mark, I had the interpreter call them, and then I give them till the 15-minute mark till I release the interpreter. So that means I have then like 30 to 35 minutes with no client. So you think, oh, well, then that gives you time to do things. But try to do something and, like do research or do continuing ed or watch a webinar between clients. It just doesn't work because I'm then trying to prep for the next client. I'm on this, not emotional roller coaster. It's more like a mental roller coaster because one client may be from, the Middle East. So I have to kind of prep myself for, that client. And then another client might be from Southeast Asia who has a different culture or way of talking, not language-wise, but body language and, perspective. And so mentally, I just have to prepare for those kind of things. I compare it to the difference between talking to a man or talking to a woman. So it's not being sexist. It's literally our brains work differently, right? So when you're talking to a woman, you use not different vocabulary, but you might use different body language or a different emotional box within you. And then when you talk to a man, you take how you take things is differently, and so on and so forth. Same thing with family versus friends versus coworkers. We all do different ways of how we feel, how we talk, how we communicate. And that's the same with different cultures. So I may have someone in the morning from, Syria, and then I have somebody from the Congo, and then I have someone from Nepal, and then I have, somebody from Honduras. And that's my day. It's like a roller coaster. But I love it. I love every minute of it. I worked with human trafficking survivors for 10 years. My specialty is trauma and grief. I interned at a hospice with grieving families. And then I moved into an anti-trafficking organization and worked there for a little over 10 years. And then now I've worked for over a year with the refugee population. So I know I've said some of that before, but I don't know. That's just kind of what came to mind today that I wanted to talk about. I was thinking of doing a mini series, a mini drill with me on the antics of my husband and I when we do household projects. And I was talking to him about it the other day, and he was just like, so you want to do a channel on what not to do when working with your spouse? So it was just funny. So I'm still mulling over that. I got some really great feedback from people that would be a great mini series to do, a 15-20 minute drill with me, a 2-3 part series. What is stopping me is which of the projects I want to talk about. Yeah, so home improvement projects. And I'm going to have to go through some photos or different things like that just to kind of remember where we were and how we responded. He and I have different perspectives, and it's kind of funny when we work together how those perspectives come out. So I'm still thinking about it and working on it. I haven't forgotten. But I want to also respect him when I tell the story, because sometimes I can see my perspective as being the only right way, and that's not fair to him because it's not true. And I want to pick some of the stories where we both come out on top versus my biased opinion of myself. So I always do my best to show my family in a positive light because I do love them. I respect them. Of course, I'm in love with my husband. That's why I'm with him. Now, I will say there are times in marriage where you, okay, you guys are going to shake because I'm on low battery and I need to plug you in. So just a minute. All right, hopefully that'll work. Well, it'd help if I plugged in the plug-in. All right, let's see if that works. So, yeah, I wanted to say, you know, there are times I think you can fall out of love with somebody, and then the commitment holds you together, because my belief, don't shoot the messenger, is that love can be two-sided. Love can be a feeling and love can be a commitment. And there are times where you just don't like your spouse, right? You just have had enough and you guys need to go to your separate corners. And then there's other times where your spouse walks on water and is the next best thing since sliced bread. And I think when we do our do-it-yourself projects, that we tend to choose the commitment versus the feeling. If that makes sense. Are you hanging with me? Like, do you guys get that too? Or am I just crazy? So, yeah, it's kind of the case. It's kind of the case. So, let's see what else we got going on. Oh, because it's my daughter's birthday, I will have 5, 11/12-year-olds in my house this weekend. And we are having a secret agent theme party. I know I've talked about this before. So I just finished coming up with the missions. So I just need to share with somebody besides my husband because I can't share with my daughter yet. So like I plan on taping up the missions to the front door, the first mission, and as the girls walk in, they need to take it, and that's coming up with their secret agent spy name and reporting to headquarters, aka my husband, at the dining room table to get their picture taken and their spy name put on their badge. We bought, or he bought, some self-laminating like business card or badge card holders. So he'll laminate those right there at the table, and then they'll have their secret agent badges. And then mission number 2 is coming up with their spy kit. So that's the origami that you guys saw in a previous video. And then mission number 3 is target practice. So they have Nerf guns, and the first person to 500 points will be awarded captain of the team to lead the final mission. And they will be shooting Nerf guns into cardboard and have to get bullets into the holes, and each hole is a certain amount of points. And then the final mission is the find the bomb mission, and there's going to be a bunch of balloons, and I'm going to have little clues inside the balloon. So like the first clue is something about it's hidden not where anything sails, meaning anything on the ocean. So on the balloon in the secret agent invisible ink, I will like draw or write different words like sailboat or ship or seagull or beach or library. Excuse my chair, I need some WD-40 if you don't remember. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, so then they would pop any of the balloons that are of the sea, and that because they would know that those balloons are safe, and that would have the clue in it for the next round of popping, and then they would have to figure out what balloons to pop. So yeah, I have to come up with the rest of the clues. I'm just brain dead, so I thought, hey, I'll get on and do a drill with me. And what better way to be brain dead than to do a drill with me, right? Right, exactly. And my phone, just give me a second, I'm gonna have to jostle you. Earthquake. My phone is not charging, and I need it to charge because we're at like 10%. And if I don't get you charging, you're gonna die. So I would like to say I absolutely love how some of you, okay, I think we're good. I think we're plugged in because my computer is trying to download you right now. I love how some of the YouTube channel treat the phone as the actual person, which it kind of is. I was watching Wendy with Gone Off My Meds. Holy moly, she cracks me up so much. She was like, oh, you guys are gonna die. Oh, I dropped you. Oh, you can't come in here with me. It was, I don't know, I must have been slap happy or what, but I was laughing. Crazy laughing. So anyway, what else can I talk about? I don't know what diamond painting I'm going to do after this. I did my Be Still and Know chalkboard, and then I needed to do something with color, and that's why I chose this whimsical owl. But now I've done, oh, and then I did my tiger. So I've done 2 animals and a love. I really want to do one of my gorgeous girls, or I want to do my Diamond Art Club Tell Me Stories. They're just so big, and I know once I start something, it's hard for me to stop and I get consumed. And lately my husband's been kind of poo-pooing how much time I've been spending on diamond painting, and so I need to cut back a little bit or be more strategic. I really think the big thing is I normally diamond paint on Sundays when he's working, and I normally diamond paint Tuesday nights because he has a he goes out ship shopping. If you don't know what that is, it's like people pay him to shop for groceries, and that's his second job right now, so we can continue to raise money for the adoption. And so that's usually my 2 nights to diamond paint and make videos. In the last 2 weeks, he hasn't been doing that because of, you know, being out of town and taking time off and different things. And so I think he just notices more that I'm diamond painting. So yeah, we'll see. So I'm not sure which painting I should do. Yeah, I'm too lazy to try to put in a poll. I was gonna think, hey, I'll do a poll and put in pictures and you guys can tell me which ones to do. But that would require, when I upload you, to watch the whole video, to go on AliExpress and download the photos. And I love you, I really do, but I would rather spend that hour diamond painting or watching YouTube videos or on Facebook. Right. So let's see, what else? I think we're at 30 minutes. So I can't believe I filled 30 minutes with absolutely nothing. Is that not a talent or what? Of talking about nothing. But you guys kept me company. You helped me feel better. I'm starting to get the hang of talking to myself, is not talking to myself, and that is pretty awesome. That's cool. Let's see. I think that's all I have for tonight. I want to finish up this little area and then I might be turning into bed early. Usually I'm up till about midnight. It's about 10 o'clock now. I think I'm going to watch a Doctor Who episode while I upload this video before it goes live. And maybe eat a piece of leftover birthday cake. I don't know. And then go to bed. Who knows? Maybe be in bed by 11. We'll see. I have good intentions. And have you ever found when you want to go to bed early, you end up going to bed twice as late than you normally do? Or is that just me? I don't know. So, with that, I bid you a good night. I wish you well. I can't wait till we drill together again. Take care, be blessed, and have a fabulous rest of your week.